Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of Saving Grandad's Farm. My name is always Alex. You join me here with the Ford 7040. There's nothing new about that, but everything else we're going to be seeing today is pretty new to us. This, for beginning, this is brand new. This is my cattle trailer, really, which is a stock trailer, let's say, because it has sheep in there. And we're just going to fold this up. We've just loaded up with the last of our new sheep. Can you believe there is another 15 in there? Which is pretty cool, so we're going to get that folded up there. And then we are pretty much getting ourselves out of here, which is awfully exciting. There's a lot to bring up. It's only been a few days since we last spoke, but there's a lot to discuss, a lot of which is the kind of like the beginning of the next chapter really for us here. So on Successor's Farm, which is going to be great. Cannot wait to show it all off to you. But first of all, let's make sure that this is all looking good. Perfect. Looking nice and tidy there, which is fantastic news. So we're going to get it in and we'll get ourselves away here, I reckon. Okie dokie then. So we're not far away actually. Local dealers, the auction mart is not too far away from us, so we're just going to have a little gentle drive. We're actually just kind of going over there really, but we're going to go a little bit of a long way around there. And we're going to take our time because we are lugging some livestock behind us here. Now usually I would probably want to try and pull this on our on the truck really, and this is very much what's a bit of a line junction there. Very much what my usual intentions would be. Obviously, we're without the truck there, and the transit van. I just didn't really transit pickup. I didn't really feel like it was the right move, so we're doing it this way. Hopefully, we'll have some more news with regarding that truck soon, and we'll be able to make a bit of a step one way or the other with that. But we'll have to wait and see really. But yeah, fingers crossed at least we'll be able to get that one into action sooner rather than later. As it is right now, we're just kind of waiting still for the insurance. Last I heard there, the adjusters were having a look at it to see what they could do. And then it looks possible that we will be able to keep hold of that truck. It's just going to take a little bit of a while to get some of the panels in they need to replace and get it resprayed as well. So fingers crossed on that one, very much the case, but we'll see. Everything else though, the other day, the last you saw of me after that, what was quite the dramatic day, we took the Shelby down to the auction house for Shelby's there, and they're going to hold on to it, for Sotheby's, sorry, they're going to hold on to it, and yeah, we'll find out. The sale is actually going to be in a few weeks time. We'll see what that's going to look like there, but we've made some changes in between now and then anyway, which I can't wait to show you. Some of you may have just seen a little glimpse of it there, but we're just gonna cruise around the corner, go back through the farm, and we'll get these sheep put into their new home, which I can't wait to do. And then that's them all looking good. We tended the hay out again yesterday, so that's drying out quite nicely. It's probably gonna need one more run over today, and it should be looking good, all being well, and we'll be able to jump along with that one quite nicely. But yeah, there's a lot I really am looking forward to. Tell you, a lot of projects I've been working on for a while, trying to figure out the right options, and then the decisions I've made have very much been based off some of that research there, so we'll see how that all comes together. I really do need to get the mowers out around here because this is all starting to look a little bit overgrown. But yeah, first things first, we're going to just jump and truck away the sheep into the new living quarters. Then there's a few things we're going to come and have a look at in the main yard here. But as we come through to the orchard field, you'll see there's now a quaint looking setup over in the corner. And now, if memory serves, we're going to go around this way. It's not the original setup that I wanted. I wanted a bigger shed. I wanted a bigger area, but the shed I wanted there, when it just wasn't going to work. Sadly, when we realistically looked at it, the setup just wasn't going to work. So this one is a bit of a compromise really. It's not going to be the final solution by any stretch there, hence the reason I just hurriedly rushed through putting the fence up. But that fence is going to do a job, and we'll keep it there for now. And they'll keep these the sheep in place for the time being, and then we can worry about the rest of it once they're all in and done really. So for now though, yeah, it's very much just a temporary measure. But hey, these things are quite essential to do sometimes. And we're going to go around this corner. A corner there, must admit. Long trailer this one. It is a bit, but we're going to go into the gate around the corner. But as you can see, so they've just got a bit of a lean-to there, really, nothing more. It's just an area where they can get some shelter, if I'm being honest with you. But it seems to do them an adequate job for now, and then we'll all be well. Then we're going to work on that over the course of the next year as well. Straightened up here a little bit. There we go. Ooh, don't tip my own fencing. Fencing's not the best to begin with. Last thing I need is to crack the tractor off it. Okay, so that should just about do it. So let's get that done. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our sheep in here at the minute, and now we've gone for a bit of a mixture. We're having some Dorsets and some Merinos. We're looking. Let's stand here looking over these fine things. We are looking to have a mixture for several different reasons. This is really aiming at increasing our diversity, so we're looking and wanting to be able to have some good wool growth, but also for lamb as well, for meat production. So that's what we're kind of looking at there, and I think we've got a good little mixture, a good kind of diverse group, a good healthy looking flock as well. Actually, it must be said, they're looking really, really good. Like I say, we are starting here with about 35 in here at the moment. We're going to try and increase that number once we can, but predominantly for us to be able to do that, we're going to have to get a bigger grazing area for them, really, which will involve us getting a little bit more land of our own, I do think, at some stage. But we're going to leave that tractor there for now anyway, because they're looking fairly settled. They're not bleating on too much, so they're looking like they're getting themselves settled in. Nice big shed to get out of the weather when it does arrive there. We might look to add on a bit of a windshield along that front end at some stage as well if we have to. But yeah, ultimately I'm very happy. Brought in the Fiat there before, and got the water all topped up and looking good. And we're yeah, they've got bought a bale of hay because we don't have any of our own yet, just to keep them happy there. So ultimately, I'm very happy with this area. The one thing I want to get on top of now is that this is looking a little bit overgrown around here. So we're going to get the TLX, we're going to get the zero turn mower out there soon and get that trimmed down. But yeah, like I say, this field has really become like a mini homestead of its own now, really. A lot of production from the orchard. Potatoes are coming along looking very well as well. The orchard trees are actually looking good. The greenhouses are doing phenomenal work as well. But for this all to happen, I did make the big jump to actually invest a significant chunk of my life savings actually into the farm business. Now, you might be asking, well, why have you done that, Alex? That seems to be a bit crazy, but I felt like it was necessary for it to take the next step. The business is booming, it's doing well. We have a lot of guaranteed income, but I wanted to just expand a bit faster than we were to capitalize on an opportunity. So I invested 30 grand. Now, it wasn't just in the sheep by any stretch, nor was it in this kind of, well, you saw that the lumber was here already. This I kind of had a joiner come in to help knock up over the last couple of days, and then I helped him just to put the board and batten siding on there, and there's really not much to it. The fencing took me, as you can see, that's just chopped down trees. That took no time at all. I bought a new trailer. I've been looking for that for a while. The stock trailer there is it's almost new, second hand to me, only by about a year though, but it's a beautiful trailer. So we bought that, and then we also bought another couple of bits and pieces that aren't here, but we're going to have a look into now actually. So we're going to have a bit of a wander and show you what those look like. So to do that, we're going to have a walk through our little orchard here, which I do love working in this orchard in particular. It's an absolutely beautiful area. We'll come back for that forward. Like I said, potatoes looking pretty good there actually, not too bad at all. We haven't got many, but it'll be a nice little crop when they do come through. You got some good blossom on the trees, which I'm very, very happy to see. I'm actually wondering if we can almost get something. There's a bit of a space here. If we're going to use this area properly, we might look and put something into there, but I might just look at trying to find a few more orchard trees. I think the transfers seem to work really, really well, so if I can get another couple of those in, I think that might be the best. Like I say, orchards are doing fantastically well as well. The onions are really coming along well in there, I must say, and the cabbage and lettuce is doing well too. As we come through to the main yard, there's a big new trailer here. And now this, I actually didn't have to invest in. This, we got rid of, you may remember, we had a little Johnson 6-ton trailer here. It was used predominantly as a flatbed trailer for myself, but my granddad did have the sides for it to make it into a grain trailer, and someone was desperate for one. There's a young horse trainer who has a nice little equine industry, and he has a little tractor, and he wanted a little trailer to tow around, so he paid good money for that one. So I had to put £500 towards this trailer once we paid off the balance, which is an absolute bargain. It's another milestone like my grain trailer, which has been a strong servant to me. I really can't complain about it. And it's looking immaculate as well. So when we carted in these bales of silage, I just felt like they were... I just felt like they weren't going to be good enough for us. It was taking me too long, really. So when we, for example, when we get that restored field cut down the next time, it's going to be quite a bit on there. So I want to really take advantage of that and get going with it. And then, yeah, of course, we've got this trailer over here. Nothing's changed there. Got a few little things done around the yard that you've already seen. Like got the bricky in just to block up those walls. So that's all paid for by the investment I've made. And then the seeds for the field over there were by myself as well. But as you can see, we're about ready to get another cut off here, maybe another couple of days or so. I just want this grass to thicken up a little bit more. So another couple of days of good sunshine and one more rain shower could do it the world of good. And then yeah, this field's really going to come into its own next year when we have grass down here. This little field, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with is it's probably going to be into barley, let's be honest there, and I think we'll get that done. And then we'll have the field grass on the far side there as well, so that'll be a great opportunity. Now, the new mower, that was partially funded by the investment there, but that was a nice step up, kind of modernising the business a little bit and bringing it into the new era, with it being a little bit more mechanical. But the key thing, the really cool bit of equipment, is sitting in this shed here. We've bought ourselves a wheeled loader. Look at this thing. Now, this is a Weidman, however you like to pronounce it. This is perfect for what we need, and I'm going to show you why. As we jump on. It's not very big. It's nimble. It means it can get in and out of places like this little building here that we're going to be using more to store various different produce in. As I mentioned, it's going to be like a cold store, really. So it can get in and out there perfectly well. But crucially, it's all terrain, so it's got some good chunky tires on, because some of the ground around here is not the neatest or the easiest to drive on, so it's able to function on there without any problems at all. But like I say, crucially, as I come around the corner here, it can also get into the greenhouses here, which is perfect because we need it to get into the greenhouses so we can empty out some of our produce with a little bit more ease. That Fiat is a lovely little tractor. And I think it's got some really good strong points to it. But and it's, you know, for just doing general jobs like cart and bales, it's great, but it cannot get into the greenhouses there. I'm looking to get a little grab for it as well. I think I've got some a little bit of welding I can do, which will allow me to fix up the grab that we have for the Fiat front loader there, and that might fit as well. But then I'll be able to do all of the orchard work with this, and it's just going to really allow me to do things like filling up the trailers here, unloading and unloading produce, keeping the sheep fit and happy now as well. That's going to be very easy to do. And yeah, I just think this is absolutely perfect. So really do like this an awful lot. And it wasn't cheap. It wasn't quite half my investment, but it was blooming close to it, let me tell you that much. So yeah, it was a significant investment there, big call to make, but I absolutely love this thing. It's not too noisy either. I even looked at having like an electric option there, but this is just perfect for what we need, actually. Very, very, very happy with it indeed. And it's going to give us a lot of different options there. So it's got a good little hydraulic pump on here, actually. It's got a good capability in terms of what it can lift and what it can push. So with no doubt we're going to be giving that a bit of a blast. What we do need to do though is just park this back inside, because we're not going to be using this anymore. And one thing I was thinking, get off here. Let's go have a bit of, we're going to collect that forward now. We're starting to get a little bit of a gathering of trailers, so I might look to get a little bit more hardcore. Just level this off here, I think. Get me a little bit more of a hard stand. It's fine now when everything's nice and solid and dry, but yeah. The winter is coming, as we all know, and I don't really want to have to push all these trailers around in the mud, so we might have to have a look into that one. Because especially the other thing is I've also got the motor trailer over there. And then a fuel bowser, so I could like to get those out my driveway, really, if I could. But we'll see. Right now, we're just going to bring the Ford back into the main yard. And then we're going to get the mower out, I think. We'll have to take a tractor around to pull that trailer out, but we'll get that brought around here so we can just do a little bit of tidying up today. I think just get everything looking good and tidy. Just gonna swing wide and loop it back around and try and get out of this one. Like I say, not the most nimble. At some point we might look into changing that. There you go. Because that is a long stock trailer there, but it's I can get about 20, just under 20 sheep in there, I do believe, which is not too bad at all. Will give them plenty of space, and it's probably at that point it's probably enough for the truck to pull around actually. And plus, we're not going to be moving that many ever again because, well, I've only got 35 at the moment. So any more than that, then it would appear that we're moving the entire flock somewhere. So we will see. But yeah, we need to have a little bit of a shuffle around, get some gear in different places there, and we also need to have a bit of tidy up as well. So that's probably, as you can see, it's getting a little bit late in the afternoon. So that's going to be the job for the rest of the day, I think, and we'll figure out where everything's going to go and what we're going to do with it all. So for now, I think we'll just stick this into. There you go. Yeah, look at it. It's a beautiful looking trailer. Very well made. Local brand. These things are bought and made quite locally, actually, about 2 hours away, give or take. It is... It was originally the farmer who originally bought it. Bought this one to replace a stolen unit, would you believe? But then they decided they were going to retire not long after that, so that's where we picked up from. But it's looking immaculate. Really, really is looking good. We have the split deck in there as well, so we can put more sheep into there. But love it. Really, really happy with that. Okie dokie then. So like I say, the sun is beginning to set here this afternoon. It's been a beautiful drying day. It shouldn't be all that far away from making hay, I don't think. It really isn't looking too bad there. But what I don't have now is a nice little truck to go and have a quick drive up and have a look at it. So I think what we'll do, why not just take out the loader, take it for a bit of a spin. But yeah, I love how nimble and agile this thing is. It's just wonderful. We will build up the implements that we have for it. Like I say, it just needs a little bit of adjustment to get certain different front loader implements working on this as well. So I think we'll get that done, and we'll see how it goes. But ultimately, yeah, you can see that my intentions here are not only to keep the business viable and to keep it moving along, but also to modernize some of the equipment, to make it a bit more efficient, to make it more practical. And it's something that we are achieving there. And it might be a significant expense to myself, but I truly do believe it's worth it. So we'll keep making that big push. Yeah, these hedges could do with knocking back. I'll have to wait for a little bit to get on to do this, but yeah, do with getting those trimmed up a little bit. The hedges that we planted though are doing pretty well. You can see that coming on a little bit there, looking like they're thickening up. Should give us a nice little bit of winter habitat for the winter birds as they start to arrive, a little bit more at least, so that's always good news. And then this ground here is ready to go. As soon as we get this all baled off there, we should be looking good to get it all worked down as well. Like I say, you can see now it's dried out a little bit more. Probably wants one more spin through with the tether, and I think we'll probably look to get that done sooner rather than later. But yeah, looking pretty good as well. Not the biggest field, but it'd be nice to have it done. And I think with that, we're going to leave this here, folks. So thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you haven't yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you all in the next one. Until then, though, guys, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.